Thank you so much for joining us to talk about the latest issues emerging from the United Democratic Party camp regarding the primaries, ahead of the primaries, which is scheduled to take place September 10th. Already, we have seen cracks emerging from the United Democratic Party. And without much ado, I'm going to talk to Mustapha Susso, who is um, based here in the US. Mustafa, what do you make of the present internal crisis again that has erupted within your camp, between the lawyer Darboe camp and the Talib Bensouda camp?
Now, the information we have on the ground is that there are only two applicants as of now. That is lawyer Ousainou Darboe, who applied since last Tuesday, and Talib Bensouda, who also applied. So these are the two applicants right now. And before then, there have been interviews about this flag bearer issue in which Yankuba Darboe, the chairman of the Brikama Area Council, was on Membekeri. He was interviewed there. And also Talib also went to Membekeri. He was interviewed there about as to their move, about the flag bearership, whether they're going to apply or not. And both of them clearly said that if the party leader and Secretary General of the United Democratic Party, lawyer Ousainou Darboe, is going to apply, they will not apply because they don't want to contest against him, with due respect, even though the party gave them the free rights to apply, but that was their own initiatives. That's what they initiated, not to contest against him. Yeah, that's also democracy. You can go oppose, you can go oppose. So if you go on oppose, that's also another process of democracy. So this is what these two gentlemen who are in leadership positions, political positions in UDP, that is Mayor Talib Bensouda of KMC, and the chairman, Brikama Area Council, Yankuba Darboe.
So are you surprised that Talib has submitted his application?
Yes, when we come to moral issues, it could be surprising morally, but when we take it in the context of democracy, it is his right to apply, even though, he said earlier on he would not apply when the party leader applied. So now that we saw what he said, he didn't go by that. Instead, it was the other way around. So now this is somebody who is aspiring to be the president of the Republic of the Gambia. If we started having contradiction on his side, his statements are contradicting each other, so it's going to cast doubt in the minds of the Gambian people.
How?
Should we trust him? That's the question. Should he trust him? In this view, I would suggest that it's a form of political suicide that Talib have started, at a very early stage of his of him yearning for presidency.
Okay, why do you think it's a political suicide? Maybe he has tested the waters. He has realized that he's a formidable candidate, so he can win.
Okay, that's right. I said it is his right, but also it was his right, his fundamental human rights, to tell people the truth that I am going to apply for the flag bearership, and when I am chosen, I will run for presidency. So there is no, it doesn't warrant for him to tell people that he is not going to apply when the party leader is applying. So that was his fundamental human right. Okay, now that he feels he is, like he got the opportunity to win the presidency, and he can only have that through going to contest for the flag bearership in UDP, and UDP choosing him as the flag bearer because he is a party member of the UDP. He is in the UDP executive. He is the organizing secretary of the United Democratic Party. Just like you said, he have tested the waters, so he feels that from the shallow waters he can swim down to the blue waters in the deep sea, and that's fine, But politics nowadays, people will hold you to account as to your statement.
Now, which of the camps do you belong to? The Talib camp or the lawyer Ousainou Darboe's camp?
I have never belonged to any camp. If not, I'm always supporting Darboe since day one. I was in UDP since 1996. I'm always supporting Darboe, and as we speak right now, I am supporting Darboe's candidature for flag bearer. No Yakuba, no Talib, I supported Darboe. In the event Darboe is selected as the flag bearer for 2026 election, we have 1 year to go. If Darboe feels within that within the coming year that he cannot, run again, even though he is selected as the flag bearer, let him look for an independent somebody in the United Democratic Party. We have tens of people there who are able to be the president and can deliver to the expectation of the party and the Gambian people. So I rule out.
So Mustapha,
I rule out for Darboe. Yes.
Mustapha, a lot of people are not happy with Talib coming to UDP to steal the show. But some people also believe that it's realistic for him to be ambitious. After all, he's a card-carrying member of the UDP. So if people want him to run, why not?
Okay, Mr. Balde, the issue here is Talib can be ambitious, that's fine. But what is the track records of Talib's political career? Okay, Talib in 2017, nobody knows Talib in politics. Okay, and so many people who are within the Talib camp who wanted him to run as flag bearer or as president, they only come to know Talib when UDP brought Talib in 2017. And 2017 is only UDPS who voted for Talib to be mayor of the Kanifing Municipal Council. He did wonders in his first term. He delivered. And then in his second term, that is the time that we see, UDPS support him again, and even other people who are not UDPS. They come on board to support Talib. This is why you see Talib, when he was doing his nomination on councillors, he even nominated others who are not UDPS. But now, where are those the trust, the recognition with Talib, his potentials, where are those it start? It start 100% only with only UDPS. So now, Talib should be very careful with people around him now, telling him that with or without UDP, you have gained popularity. Your political popularity right now will be able to, with or without UDP, you should be able to prevail in politics, and you should be able to win, the presidency. Let me tell you, those who are pushing Talib, like if Talib didn't win the flag bearer primaries in UDP, the party leader happens to win. Those who are pushing Talib, both in UDP and those who are out of UDP, who are not UDPS, believe in me, they cannot even make a number of 50,000 people. And believe in me,
I think the UDP will have the time to regroup. 2026 is at the corner, so Talib is likely going to take away a chunk of the UDP support base with him, and then no one knows what is going to happen next.
Okay, Mr. Balde, you see, maybe Talib is young, he might not know the political history or the formation of UDP. It's very easy for UDP to regroup and gain the upper hand, and Talib have no other option. He knows that he's just a loser, by leaving UDP, and he is, the people, how, because one, UDP, our structures have been there for 3 decades. UDP is a party that have a loyalty support base of 200 to 250,000 militants that are not shakeable. No matter what, those people, they just want to see the yellow box and they will vote in there. The statistic of elections have shown that in Gambia. And let me tell you one thing. UDP, you see Talib going, out of UDP, Look at the formation of UDP. That was PPP, GPP, and NCP during the time of the junta, when they stopped all the political parties from existing. These are the 3 opposition parties that formed UDP. But when UDP was formed, it was so popular that Jammeh feel uncomfortable, and then he left the ban again. That was a strategy, so that those who went there, like people like the late O.J. Jallow, came and said, okay, now I'm going to form you a PPP again, And people like Ajiyam said and others, they said, no, we already in UDP, we are not going back to PPP. And he formed the PPP again. But did the PPP become popular as it was? No. As a ruling government then? No. NCP, the same thing. Shirif Mustapha Diba wanted to be the party leader of the UDP, but the coalition, PPP, GPP, and NCP said, we are going to take an independent somebody. That was Darboe, and then Mustapha Diba feel offended. He went, he said he is not going to, and he is going to remain with NCP. But people like, how to call it, other NCP people, they refused to join him in NCP. So NCP couldn't prevail. GPP was there, like people like Memba Tambedu and others. They are still in UDP. UDP, prevailed from that. Then Barrow came. Okay, Barrow came as an incumbent. He wanted to be the flag bearer again of UDP, and UDP said, "No, you have to go through the process. We cannot handpick you, and that wasn't okay with him. He went and formed his own political party. And then some people from UDP went and joined him. Barrow is incumbent. He have our covers. He have powers. He have the power of appointing people, being executive, being parliament members, parliamentarian, being, government officials. With all that, he said he was going to handicap UDP, or he is going to make UDP, to politically, to be in existence. But he couldn't do it. Look at our 8 MPs that were dismissed from the United Democratic Party. 8 MPs, Okay. After the election, the next election, We took back 6 from them. From the NPP, we took back 6 from them. Look at it for Sonko. You know, Brikama Area Council. He went to join Barrow. We retrieved our seat from him in the Brikama Area Council. So these are examples that, you know, if Talib go, you know, out of UDP and with his group to, you know, to be able to be an independent or, you know, contest in his own, you know, just be sure that UDP, we have the structures, we have the support base, we have, you know, both internationally and nationally.
Thank you so much, Mustapha Susso, speaking to me from Wisconsin here in the US.